Hi, I'm Ainsley with Ypn Breaking News, and we will be covering many stories today, including shootings in Thurston County, finding rocks in Mason County, the new game that everyone is playing, and a new discovery in our solar system. But first, in recent Washington news, there is an upcoming election for a new lieutenant governor for Washington State. Current Lieutenant Governor Brad Owen announced on March 8th of this year, when his fifth term ends in January 2017, he will retire. The lieutenant governor is the president of the Senate and acts as governor if the governor is unable to work or is away. In other words, the lieutenant governor of a state is similar to the vice president of the United States. Brad Owen has been Washington's 15th lieutenant governor continually since he was elected in January of 1997. Since early in his management of the Senate, Lieutenant Governor Owen has worked with the motto, helping kids grow up in safe and healthy communities with opportunity. And he has also worked to prevent substance abuse among youth. Since he has done a lot of good work for the state of Washington, and since the public appears to like him quite a bit because he's been elected so many times, many voters will be sad to see him go. But who's planning to take his place? One of the most local candidates is the senator from Thurston County, Karen Frazier of the 22nd District, who has been working for the Senate for 23 years. Other notable candidates are Senator Cyrus Habib and Senator Steve Hobbs. Senator Karen Frazier, the most local of the candidates, has some compelling points in her campaign. She is a senior member of the Washington State Senate and states that she knows the importance of having a lieutenant governor who guarantees full and fair discussion of issues and abides by our Constitution, laws, and Senate rules. Senator Frazier also points out that there has never been a woman in the position of lieutenant governor, and that since 2000 there have only been 3 women in statewide office. Another angle that people may find appealing about Senator Frazier is that she is a native to Washington, so it is presumable that she is in tune with the needs of the Washington people, being one herself. Hopefully, the Washington voters chose the best candidate for the position of lieutenant governor. I'm Ainsley, and this has been your update on the newest developments in Washington state politics. Next, Carly will give us our crime update on the recent tragic events in Thurston County.
I'm Carly, your local crime watch for the day. In the recent months, America's incidents of gun violence have increased at a frighteningly fast pace. A little more than a month ago, America experienced the worst shooting in its modern history at a gay nightclub in Orlando. 49 people died. Since then, we have witnessed over 59 mass shootings. The definition of a mass shooting in this case is 4 or more people shot, killed, or injured. Unfortunately, Tumwater joined the list of recent mass shootings on Wednesday, July 13th, around 2:30 a.m. at a house on Girth Street. 4 people were inflicted with gunshots after 3 armed robbers entered the house demanding money from a safe. 2 of the victims were airlifted to the Harborview Hospital, while the other 2 are at St. Peter's here. There were 4 residents and a visitor in that house in the early morning. A second event happened that week on Monday, July 11th, when a 20-year-old skateboarder pedestrian was taken to the hospital after an altercation with Michael W. Volts, a driver, on Plum Street and Union Avenue. He was jaywalking and Volts honked for him to get off the road. Volts report that the 20-year-old had then smashed the passenger side window with his skateboard and that he had fired a shot in self-defense. But contradictory evidence shows that the glass was shattered by a bullet, not a skateboard. The bullet passed through the man's arm and lodged into his chest, but he is reported in stable condition. These recent events only prove how gun violence is not something that can be ignored, especially now that the incidents are happening here. To quote Sergeant Jen Kolb, our little city of Tumwater is changing. I'm Carly Coy, and that's all the crime news I can handle today. Back to you, Ainsley.
Thanks, Carly. Now, to lighten the mood, we have our sports update with Leif and Jacob.
Hi, my name is Jacob, and today I'm going to be covering world sports for you with Leif. The last 2 weeks have been an exciting time for soccer fans all around. 2 major tournaments have taken place in Europe and the Americas, and both have had the whole world watching. The tournament in Europe is called the Euros. The Euros started on June 10th and featured all of the European national teams from every country in Europe. This year, the tournament was held in Paris, France. After weeks of play, the tournament was in its semifinal stage, and the teams in it were France versus Germany and Portugal versus Wales. France and Portugal both advanced to the finals, with their scores of the games being both 2-0. Both games were equally favored across the world, but since France was the home nation, it would be hard for the Portugal team to overcome the environment that they were playing in. Near the end of the first half, Portugal's star player, arguably the greatest player in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo, got injured and unfortunately was not able to finish the game. The game went into extra time scoreless until Portugal finally scored, making it 1-0 and making Portugal the Euro 2016 winners. This was Cristiano's first tournament win with his national team, so it was an incredible part of soccer history. In the Americas, the tournament that took place is called the Copa America Centenario. Usually the tournament takes place every 4 years, but this time it happened 2 years after the last Copa America because of the tournament's 45th anniversary, and that's also why it's called the Centenario. This tournament was equally as anticipated as the Euros because another contender for the world's best player was in it, Lionel Messi, who played for Argentina. This tournament included teams across the Americas playing in venues across the United States. Something cool that happened in this tournament was that Argentina played Bolivia in CenturyLink Field, which is in Seattle, so it was very cool to see Messi playing in such a familiar city as Seattle. Argentina played Chile in the Copa America final. The game went to sudden death penalty kicks and Argentina lost, making Chile the Copa America champions. It was very sad to see Messi lose his second straight Copa America final. Messi had never won a title with his national team, so when he announced that he was retiring from national team soccer, it made the experience even harder. These two tournaments have been super fun to watch and to hear about, so hopefully you're able to catch some of it for yourself. Now with news about swimming, here's Leif Siverson.
Thanks, Jacob. In some Olympic news, Michael Phelps will be competing in his 5th Olympics, making him the first swimmer to ever appear in 5 consecutive Olympic Games. Phelps was born in Towson, Maryland. The 31-year-old swimmer is the most decorated Olympic athlete ever. His first Olympic appearance was in 2000, but he did not win a medal. However, he won 22 medals combined in the 2004, 2008, and 2012 Olympics. His Olympic awards include 18 gold medals, 2 silver medals, and 2 bronze. At the 2016 Olympic Games, Olympic trials, he qualified to defend his 2012 gold medal performance in the 100-meter butterfly. He will also compete in the 200-meter individual medley. There have been a lot of changes in Phelps' life since his last Olympic appearance in May. He and his fiancée welcomed the birth of their son, Boomer Robert Phelps. Phelps will hit the water on August 10th to begin his 2016 Olympic journey in Rio de Janeiro. I'm Leif Siverson.
And I'm Jacob Reeves.
And this has been World Sports.
Thanks, guys. Now we have Sophia with the latest Broadway news and Alexandria with some fun local events.
Thanks, Ainsley. Today in local events, we have Shelton and Mason County Rocks and the reading program at the Olympia Timberland Library. But first, about the rocks. All summer, people in the community find blank rocks and color, draw, and paint them for other people's enjoyment. Once you're done drawing, hide it and put it on Facebook. Once someone has found it, they re-hide it so more people can enjoy the beautiful colorings. The community does this for the enjoyment of coloring, finding, and hiding.
I like this rock. This is my favorite. I think it's pretty cool.
This is my favorite because, well, it says smile.
It has a rose. It's pretty cool.
This one I made by myself, and the paint is a little bit sparkly.
Ooh.
You have to be up close to it, though.
This one's very unique. I think it's a bus.
This one's also one of my favorite because it says love, and it's kind of like a heart.
Good message,
which
yeah.
is what we have right there.
Okay.
So, and the love is green and sparkly, so, yeah. That's all for my rocks report. The next activity is at the Olympia Timberland Library. It's their summer-long reading program. Kids of all ages can go to the library and sign up to get a book bag with different things and fun activities inside. Every week there is a different prize to get or win. You can also get a coupon for more fun activities. If you do not like getting book bags, then maybe you would like to hand them out. You can do that if you are a volunteer. You have to be at least 11 and up to be a volunteer. This is all a free program, and kids and teens have different activities because of their age group. The goal of this is to bring kids and grown-ups back to the library and to let them have a lot of fun and to encourage them to read more because they want more people to sign up and have fun. That's all for this story. On to you, Sophia.
Hi, my name's Sophia. Do you know who this is? This is Alexander Hamilton. You may recognize him from the $10 bill. Now this founding father has his own musical. Lin-Manuel Miranda is the creator and the main character of Hamilton. This musical tells the story of our country and the things Hamilton did. A few of the main characters include Alexander Hamilton, his wife Eliza, her sister Angelica, Thomas Jefferson, who was a main rival of Hamilton's, and George Washington, who is our first president. Finally, Hamilton's idol, then later a rival, Aaron Burr, was another main character. Lin-Manuel Miranda's success all started when he found a novel about Hamilton and realized Hamilton's story needs to be told. To add an interesting twist, Miranda used his skills of rapping and writing lyrics to make a musical that included rapping. It all took Broadway by storm. Lin-Manuel Miranda is 36 years old, and he was born in Manhattan, New York. Miranda is married to Vanessa Nadell, and together they have a son named Sebastian. Hamilton the Musical has a record of 16 nominations and received 11 Tony Awards. It's pretty cool.
Wow, that is fascinating.
Currently, Hamilton is on Broadway, which means they are still performing on Broadway in New York, but they will soon be traveling to Chicago. One way to get tickets to the musical is to enter a digital lottery, which you get a ticket for only $10, which is great. Lin-Manuel Miranda is not performing with the musical Hamilton anymore, but he is off writing a new Disney movie music. A headshot of Alexander Hamilton is on the $10 bill, like I said, but that is also incorporated in the musical. That's all for today. I hope you will take the time and listen to Hamilton and enjoy the greatness of Lin-Manuel Miranda. Masterpiece. I'm Sophia, signing off.
Thanks, Alexandria and Sophia. Pokemon Go is a new game that's taking fans by storm. We have Cole and Leo here to tell us all about it.
Many people in the United States have been calling the police reporting that someone was on their property taking pictures of their house, when in fact the trespassers were actually playing Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go is a new augmented reality video game that you play on a mobile device. The game is like a scavenger hunt. Players search for the Pokemon characters that pop up on a map on their cell phone or tablet. Fans of the game says it helps them make friends and get them out of the house, walking around their neighborhoods. They say it can boost your spirits by giving you a sense of accomplishment.
Critics of the game say players trespass on property and put themselves in dangerous situations by being unaware of their surroundings, making it possible for them to walk into a wall, or be mugged, or even be hit by a car. Even though the game can create problems, if I decide to play it, I will be super cautious about my surroundings.
When I play, I'll be cautious, but you just gotta catch 'em all.
Thanks so much, Cole and Leo. Next, we have Andrew Link reporting the newest developments in science.
Pluto has just found a friend. The Outer Solar System Origin Survey, or OSSOS, has just discovered a new dwarf planet, which they named 2015 RR245. Here's an artist rendering of what it might look like. It's about 700 kilometers in diameter, which is about 1/3 the size of Pluto. OSSOS discovered it using the Canada-France-Hawaii telescope, although they weren't searching for dwarf planets. From what we know, it looks like it would take 700 years for it to orbit the sun with its highly elliptical orbit. Up until now, there were 5 known dwarf planets in our solar system, making 2015 RR245 our 6th. Welcome to the solar system 2015 RR245. This is Andrew Link, Science.
Thanks, Andrew, for telling us all about that new dwarf planet. From Studio A at TCTV, this has been YPN Breaking News. I'm Ainsley, and thank you for watching.